So, ayan, nandito na tayo sa ating main topic, which is the quartiles of group data. So, I suggest na para hindi kayo malito sa kung ano mang mga terms na maririnig nyo dito sa quartiles of group data, I suggest na panoorin nyo muna yung constructing of frequency distribution table bago kayo mag-proceed dito. Kasi para hindi kayo ma-shock. Or kung kaya nyo naman, then so be it. So let's proceed now to the quartiles of group data. So in computing the quartiles of group data, we must first determine the quartile 1, the quartile 2, hindi ko na nasaling quartile 2, and quartile 3 class. Kasi may mga tendency pa rin na kukunin na natin yung quartile 2 kasi it is group data naman na. It's so hard na to find the median kasi marami ng data masyado. Okay? Now, we will have first to determine in computing the quartiles of group data, we must first determine the quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3 class. So parang ganun din naman sa group data. After arranging the data, we will locate the position of quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3 para ma-identify natin yung mga value. Ganun din dito. We need to determine first the location of quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3 kung ano man yung hinahanap para makita natin yung mga data na kailangan natin later on. So the quartile 1 class is the class interval where the n over 4th score is contained, and the quartile 3 class is the class interval where the 3n over 4 th score is contained. So, ang ating general formula dito is QK is equal to KN over 4. So, kung ang hinahanap naman natin is quartile 2 class, that is quartile 2 is equal to 2n over 4. Okay? So, ganun lang din naman dun sa ungroup data. It's just that the n ay may plus 1 over 4 pa rin naman siya. And yung k natin, lagi kong inuulit na yung k dito, yun yung hinahanap. For example, kapag quartile 2 ang hinahanap, papalitan ko lang yung k ng 2. Kapag quartile 3 ang hinahanap, papalitan ko lang yung k ng 3. Kapag quartile 1 ang hinahanap, papalitan ko lang yung k ng 1. At makaka-formulate ka na ng formula. Makakagawa ka na ng formula. Okay, next. For the general formula of quartiles of group data, ito yung gagamitin natin. Q sub k is equal to LB plus Kn over 4 minus CFB over FQK multiplied to I. So, nakakalula siya tignan, but then kapag na-master mo na, madali na lang pala siya. So, ang LB na tinutukoy ko dyan is the lower boundary. So, narinig na natin yun sa previous video kanina. The lower boundary. And then, N is the total frequency. Nakita rin natin sa table yun kanina. And then, CFB, cumulative frequency of the class before the QK class. So, cumulative frequency, yun yung nakita din naman natin sa previous video kanina. And, ipapaliwanag ko lang yung before. Siguro maintindihan natin mamaya yung before, the Q sub K class. And then, next is the frequency of the quartile class. Nakita rin natin kung ano yung frequency kanina. Yung I is the size of class interval, which is napaliwanag ko din kanina kung paano siya kunin kung sakaling mag-formulate kayo ng table. And then K is the nth quartile where n is equal to 1, 2, and 3. Sabi ko rin kanina na kapag ang hinahanap ay quartile 2, papalitan mo lang yung K ng 2. And so on and so forth. Okay, next. Ito na. Calculate the quartile 1 of the mathematics test scores of 50 students. So, kung napapansin nyo, ito rin naman yung example natin sa previous video kanina. So, tatanungin ko lang kayo ulit. So, in getting the lower boundary, ano yung gagawin natin? So, we will be subtracting 0.5 from the lower class limit dito. Okay? And, ang magiging sagot dyan ay magiging sagot dyan ay 20.5 25.5, 30.5, 36, 35.5, 40.5, and 45.5. Ganon din sa less than cumulative frequency. So, ayan. Steps in calculating the quartile 1. So, first, let's identify the value of the lower boundary and less than cumulative frequency. Or in short, let's complete the table. And then, step 2 is calculate the quartile class. So, yun na yung quartile class natin, wherein the formula is Q sub k is equal to Kn over 4. And then, step 3 is list all the needed data and calculate the value of the quartile and, of course, interpret the data. Alam niyo naman na mag-interpret. Okay. So, in step 1, let's identify the value of lower boundary and the less than cumulative frequency. So, ito yung example natin sa previous video. As I've said, ang sagot natin dito ay magma-minus tayo ng 0.5 from the lower class limit. So, magiging 20.5. And then, what is the lower class limit? This is the lower class limit. Kasi nga, ano bang mas mababa? 21 o 25? That is 21. 26. The maximum is 30. And then 31, 36, 41, and 46. So, 26 minus 0.5 is 25.5. And then 30.5. Pag-minusin lang natin kasi nagkuha naman na natin ito sa previous video. 35.5, 40.5, and 45.5. Okay. So, less than cumulative frequency, we will be adding the frequency from the lowest score up to the frequency as the highest score. And then, so copy lang natin. Then, anong susunod nating step is i-add natin ito doon sa 12. So, 6 plus 12 is 18. So, after adding 6 plus 12, ang i-add naman natin ay yung sum nito, which is 18, plus yung susunod, which is 9. So, 18 plus 9 is 27. 27 plus 11 is 38. 38 plus 8 is 46. And 46 plus 4 is 50. Saka lang natin siya masasabing tama ang less than cumulative frequency natin kapag nag-jive siya sa ating n, which is 50. Okay. Next. So, ayan ang ating lower boundary, less than cumulative frequency. And in calculating and locating the quartile class, gagamit tayo ng formula, which is our step 2. Gamit tayo ng formula na Q sub k is equal to Kn over 4, wherein our n is equal to 50. Since quartile 1 ang ating hinahanap, okay, papalitan lang natin ng 1 ang k, 1 ito. So, magiging n divided by 4. Since ang 1 is, pwede naman na natin kahit hindi sulat. So, 50 divided by 4 is 12.5. Our next is locating. After calculating the quartile 1 class, we will be locating now. At sa paglulocate natin, magbe-base tayo dito sa cumulative frequency. Okay? Magbe-base tayo dyan. So, yung 6, 18, 27, 38, 46, and 50, that is the maximum point or maximum value ng location. So, ibig sabihin, kapag maximum, kung mag-uumpisa tayo sa 1, ang maximum na natin or yung last number natin is 6. 1 to 6. And then, 7 to 18. Since ang susunod sa 6 is 7, then susunod sa 18 is 19 to 27. And then, 28 to 38. And then, 39 to 46. And then, 47 to 50. Okay? Ngayon, ma-identify na natin kung saan nakalocate ang 12.5. nakalocate ba siya sa 1 to 6? Pag sinabi natin 1 to 6, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nakalocate ba siya sa 7 to 18, which is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? Nakalocate ba siya sa 19 to 27, 28 to 38, 39 to 46, and 47 to 50? So, saan siya nakalocate? Sa 7 to 18. Since ang 7 to 18 is that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So, nakapagitan siya sa 12 and 13. So, ang ating class size ngayon ay nandito. At dito tayo kukuha ng mga given or needed data natin later on. Okay. The next step is to list all the needed data. So, ito yung mga kailangan natin. Ito, since magagamit natin siya dito sa ating formula. Kailangan natin itong kumpletuhin kasi pwede naman na natin siyang i-direct sa calculator kapag nakumpleto natin to lahat. So, for the LB, which stands for lower boundary, ang lower boundary daw ng quartile 1 class is 25.5. And our N is 50. And our cumulative frequency before the quartile class, ito na. So, na-identify natin yung location ng quartile 1, which is cumulative frequency less than cumulative frequency is 18. Ngayon, ang hinahanap is cumulative frequency before the quartile 1 class. Pag sinabi natin before, then yung bago, yung 18. So, ano ba yung bago sa 18? That is 6. Before 18 is 6. So, yun yung kukunin daw natin. Okay? Next is quartile 1 class. So, nagamit natin siya kanina sa paglo-locate. So, i-copy na lang natin, which is 12.5. Saan natin ilalagay ang quartile 1 class? Dito. So, napapansin nyo, yung general formula ay nakikita dito. So, yan na yung quartile 1 class. And then, for the frequency of quartile 1, that is 12. And then, our I, or the interval, kung wala akong nailagay na interval dito, pwede nyo naman siyang makompute by subtracting the 2. 46 minus 41 is 5. Or dito, kahit dito, pwede naman. 50 minus 45 is 5. Yung magkasunod. Dito din naman, kung gusto nyo, 36 minus 31 is 5. Wag lang yung 46 and 36. Magkakaiba na yon. Dapat yung magkasunod. Okay? And that is 5. Now, na-identify na natin lahat ng data, we can now calculate what is the value of our quartile 1. So, ayan, yung needed data natin. Now, lalagay na natin siya dito. For example, quartile 1 is equal to, okay, quartile 1 is equal to LB plus quantity Kn over 4, pasensyahan nyo na yung sulat, minus CFB over FQ1 multiplied to the hour interval, which is 5. Okay. Ilalagay lang natin lahat ng data dito sa formula. LB is the lower boundary, 25.5, and our plus quantity Kn over 4, which is the quartile class, 12.5, and our cumulative frequency before the quartile class, that is 6. Nahanap na namin natin lahat. Frequency is 12, and our interval is 5. You can now compute i-compute na natin siya directly to the calculator. So, kung hindi kaya, copy nyo lang yung 25.5, mas madali. Plus, sa calculator, kapag wala pang fraction button doon sa calculator nyo, pwede nyong gawin yung, ito muna, 12.5 minus 6 divided by 12 multiplied to 5. Okay? And then, may makukuha tayong sagot na. Proceed na tayo sa next, which is 2.70833. And after that, you will add. You will add from 25.5 and we will be getting 28.21. So, check if that is correct. So, una sa calculator, kapag wala pa yung fraction button, is 12.5 minus 6 divide to 12 multiplied to 5. Okay? Proceed tayo sa interpretation of the data. So, that is our last step. So, alam naman na natin mag-interpret, right? What is the equivalent of quartile 1, and that is 25%. And ang binabanggit sa problem kanina is about the student score. And the final answer is 28.21. So, pagsama-samahin lang natin sila, makaka-interpret na tayo ng data, and that is, therefore, 25% of the students have a score less than or equal to 28.21. You can interpret the data in a different way. Ang makikita ko lang naman, gusto ko lang makita is yung percentage. Kung ano nga ba yung binabanggit sa data and less than or equal to something. Yung final answer nyo. Less than or equal lagi yung binabanggit sa data, kung score yan, kung weight yan, kung grades yan, and yung equivalent, quartile. Pag quartile 1, of course, 25. Kapag quartile 2, that is 50%. And quartile 3, that is 75%. Now, try to pause this video and try to find the quartile 2 using the data. So, to find the quartile 2, use the formula. Yan. Palitan nyo lang yung K dito ng 2. Magiging 2 is equal to this one. Okay. So then, palitan nyo ng 2. Okay. And then, of course, steps in calculating quartile 2. That is, identify the value of the lower and less than cumulative frequency, or complete the data in the table. And then step 2, calculate the quartile class, which is the quartile 2. And then step 3, which is list all the needed data and calculate the value of the quartile 2 and interpret the data. So, try. So, yan pa rin naman yung kanina. Try nyo lang na kayo kung marirecall nyo na masagutan kung ano nga ba yung lower boundary. That is subtracting 0.5 from the lower class limit. Pag sinabi nating lower class limit, dito, sa side na to. And then, ang cumulative frequency, less than cumulative frequency naman is adding the frequency from the lowest score, and then i-add natin sa susunod, yung nakuha natin, i-add natin dito. So, try. Pause this video and try. Okay. Now, let's identify the lower boundary and less than cumulative frequency. Now that we identified the lower boundary and less than cumulative frequency, we can now calculate and locate the quartile class. So, gagamit tayo ng formula na 2n over 4 since our ang hinahanap natin is quartile 2, then papalitan lang natin yung k ng 2. And our n is equal to 50. So, 2 times 50 is 100 divided to 4, that is 25. Ngayon, let's locate what is, kung saan nga ba nakalocate ang 25th. Kung nasaan nga ba ang quartile 2 class. So, as I've said earlier, na ang mga to is nasa maximum point na, or the last number. So, 1 to 6, 7 to 18, 19 to 27, 28 to 38, and then 39 to 46, 47 to 50. So, saan nakalocate ang 25th? Sa 27. So, yan. So, magagamit natin yan later on sa pag-list ng data. So, ayan. Ililist na natin the needed data. So, pag sinabi nating LB, that is the lower boundary. So, pag lower boundary, That is the 30.5. 30.5. Now, yung cumulative frequency before the quartile class, lagi kong sinasabi that before the quartile class. So, hindi ito. Okay? That is the cumulative frequency of the quartile 2 class. But ang hinahanap sa given or sa data natin is before the cumulative frequency. So, ang sagot natin is 18. And then the quartile 1 class, which is 25th na nakuha natin kanina. And then the frequency is na mahahanap din dito, which is 9. And our I is 5. Okay? Ang gamit naman ng interval scores is nakapaloob dito yung sagot later on. Nandito lang siya sa pagitan ng 31 to 35. Okay, ayan. Identify na natin. Ang should be here sa 25. Pinalipat yung box. Okay? Should be here. Dito. Okay. Now, let's calculate. So, substitute lang ulit natin. Quartile 2 is equal to LB, which is 30.5. Okay, gawa muna tayo ng ating formula. Quartile 2 is equal to LB plus KN over 4 minus CFB over FK, Q2, and interval. So, 30, masyado nang magkalapit. Erase natin. Okay, yan na. So, LB is plus 2n over 4 minus CB is equal to multiplied to I. So, 30.5 from here. And then, 25, which is yung quartile class. Ito, lagi nyong titignan that ito ay yung quartile class na binabanggit. 18 is the before the quartile class. And then, 9 is the frequency and 5 is the interval. So, kahit hindi nyo natukunin ito na part, i-direct nyo na sa calculator ito na part. So, kung hindi ulit, gumana sa calculator nyo dahil wala pang, dahil parang old model yon. So, ang gawin nyo, ito muna, 25 minus 18 divided to 9, and then i-multiply nyo sa 5. Again, 25 minus 18, pindutin nyo yung divide, 9, and then answer is multiplied to 5. And then after that, makukuha nyo na yung 3.8889. And kapag pinag-plus nyo siya sa 30.5, ang makukuha natin is 34.39. Okay? Check your answers if that is correct. And after that, for your assignment is try to solve this. Calculate the quartile 3, and to find the quartile 3, use the formula. Quartile 3 is equal to lower boundary plus quantity 3n over 4. Ito is the quartile class ito. And then minus CB over FQK or quartile 3, Q3 multiplied to I. So, ang gagamitin nyo pa rin data is yung previous example natin. Pero kailangan ko ng solution and the table. Okay, step by step tayo. And I'll be sending this activity or assignment. Ito na yung pinaka-activity nyo for the quartile. Okay? So, that's all. And thank you for